Here we are, Friday, episode 5. Lots of growth. This is me versus me in my daily vlogs. How has the week went? How are we going to close out this week? And what are our preparations for tonight? This is the first Friday of the month, meaning we have NFP. So, without further ado, let's head straight on into the score sheets. Boom. The time now is 9:30 a.m. and today we're having a holiday here in Malaysia. So there's no school run this morning. So everything is slightly different than my usual routine. But first, let's review what happened yesterday. Can't sit back too far. Okay. Yesterday we had a good day out, good day of habits, and high scoring, only lacking in health and wellness. So we're gonna close out yesterday. Today, in terms of habits, I woke up late today, but I still managed to get my tracking and journal done. And we ticked off the school run, but in fact, it was just my probiotics. And daily vision, we've done our meditation this morning. So on to our trading terminal check. It should still be set up as before. We haven't done anything different. So we're just going to log in quickly to see the terminal being live. There it is. We're just going to take a pending order trade. And the terminals are connected. There's a trade here, 21 cents. So everything's looking fine. Trading terminal is clear. Delete that order. And that is it. Next is my trading alert check, which we're going to do now. So we're going to head on into MetaTrader. I'm going to talk about what happened yesterday. So just a quick recap. Yesterday, we saw the price dipping during pre-Asia, and we had anticipated that we're not going to execute Asia unless the support of Wednesday was taken out and it was going to bounce off the aqua line, which it did. So yesterday I did see the formation of a very big Asia body, and the trade of 2,400 pips that originated from Asia would have survived the dip further down before completing right around New York time. But what I had executed instead was the London trade. As I announced yesterday, I was more keen for the London trade because I wanted all of the supports to play out, and I want to see a shift back upwards before I took the buy. And this buy was meant for 1,200 pips, but the broker only gave me 900. So it is what it is. I went for 1 hour, I got 0.8, and that's still a win. So far this week, from Monday, I have a 1 hour. Tuesday, we skipped. We missed the 1 hour basically. Wednesday, we had a 1 hour, but it became 0.65. Thursday was a 0.8. So we are about 2.6 hour this week, going into Friday NFP. And today, the value we're looking for is 2,900 pips for Asia. So that's going to be a massive, massive range, even bigger than yesterday's Asia, equal size to Asia yesterday. So let's look. What is the potential move that I'm looking at? First of all, we're aware that it's been a second day insight. So Wednesday formed a high low. Thursday traded within of Wednesday. And today, Friday, we could break yesterday's high and push on to try and Wednesday's high. So let me mark out. That could be today's low, Asia low, or that could be Asia's high. Depends on whether this candle continues up or back down. We're still a buyer bias for the rest of this week. However, should the price cap out at the top and form a high here, we may look to trade inwards. So as of now, I'm not clearly sure what my bias for Asia is, and that would lead me to think that I need to skip Asia and wait for the market to play out until London. And this Asia being 2,900 pips, I tend to think that it may not even TP before NFP. And NFP is somewhere here around 1,500. So we have quite a few candles yet, about 12 bars of H1 to go. So I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush to get in contact with the market. We may prefer a London execution, but should the shape be very rangy and very sideways, we may totally skip the today and call it a week right here, right now. So I'm leaving my options open for London. I'm unlikely to trade Asia, seeing as to the range being that big. So let's go back to the daily scorecard. Stress and emotions are very much in check. There was a few things outside of trading that got me slightly off tilt yesterday, but there's nothing I can change the outcome of it. So I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Affirmation on my age. We're doing so far 2.5 hours this week, and we're clear on what to expect today. So I'm clear on my edge, prepared and balanced. Outcome wise, I think this week we've really focused on the inputs, really focused on the process, especially on the pre-market. These videos have been helpful very much. I'm not sure whether it's been helpful for you guys out there, but it has for me. And the outcome is very much the byproduct of my inputs. So the clearer my inputs are, the better the outcome is going to be. C game triggers. So far this week, we have sort of played chess with our C games. We have foreseen the C games happen, and we were there before it happened. So today's C game is probably going to be FOMO. Being NFP and being a day that volatility is going to come. We are expecting less volatility pre-NFP and then more volatility post-NFP. So one of the things that may trigger is the alerts pre-NFP, and then we're going to take the C game. Pre-market, distractions removed. You might have heard the kids shouting and crying in the background. That's just my life. It is not a distraction. It is part of my life being a father of 3. So distraction-wise, in terms of my connection to the market, very much different now. And we just went through the forecasting for today, the A+ plan. It could be no trade. That's still an A+ plan because we're not risking into the market unnecessarily. Outcomes and plan execution, yes. And we're in sync with the move. So I'm going to give this a tick, and we are ready for the rest of today. Let's switch back here for a quick moment. We'll do the reflections, weekly reflections tomorrow on the Saturday. But aside from that, I think I'm going to keep today's session quite short, under 10 minutes, under 8 minutes even, because today is NFP, the first one of the month and first one in our challenge, in our me versus me challenge. And I'm okay not taking a profit today, but I want to make sure that that's the C game that I want to anticipate. Hesitancy is that I don't want to hesitate when my trade is present to me. So I have 2 execution windows, Asia and London. I will be actually taking the boys out for some workshops in the morning. So that's why I'm inclined to skip Asia. 1, because I'm going to be busy, and 2, because I know the range is 2,900 pips. Secondly, for London range we're looking at is 1220 pips. No, it's not that low. I think it's like 1,300 pips. Yeah, 1,300 pips, which is an increasing number over the week, but it's not massive. And given the right London setup, we may plonk a trade in for London even before NFP happens, because it might just be pre-NFP. But I just want to stay balanced. I want to put it out there that I don't want to go from this end, which is too aggressive, taking any random setup presented to me, and FOMO, which is taking trades out